All the stars are here today for the Deadball era tournament, Deadball division. The 1912 New York Giants and the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's some of the Giants: laughing Larry Doyle, Red Murray back from an injury, Red Ames, today's pitcher, Chief Myers, Hooks Wiltz, Claude Raymond, manager John McGraw, Christy Mathewson, and Fred Markle. Here's the starting lineups for the New York Giants. They will lead off with Josh DeVore in right field, Larry Doyle at second base. Fred Snodgrass is playing center field. Red Murray in left field. Fred Merkle at first base. Buck Herzog at third base. Chief Myers is the catcher. Art Fletcher at shortstop, and the pitcher, Red Ames. We're going to use the Merino board, so he's going to be a grade 14 YZ modifiers. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, here are their stars: Deacon Philippe, Fred Clark, Vic Willis, Owen Chief Wilson, George Moon Gibson, the catcher, Tommy Leach, Howie Chemnitz, and Honus Wagner. Here are their starting lineups. Bobby Byrne will lead off and play third base. Tommy Leach bats second and play center field. Fred Clark is hitting third and playing left field. Honus Wagner, the shortstop. Dots Miller at second base. Bill Epstein at first base. Owen Wilson is in the outfield, right field. George Gibson, catcher. And Nick Maddox, grade 16, Z modifier. We're ready to begin. Here's the first pitch to Josh DeVore. 15 is, right off the bat, that's an 11, and that is going to be a base hit. Okay, he is a Steeler B25 on the steals. Larry Doyle is the batter. There is Larry Doyle. 1-3 is a 14. That is going to be a ball. Actually, 2 balls, as Maddox has the Z modifier. 62 is a 29. That's going to be a ground ball back to Maddox, who will turn and throw to second base and retire Josh DeVore 1-6. Fielder's choice. Larry Doyle is on first. 1 out to Fred Snodgrass. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Fred Clark. The runner holds, 2 outs. Here is Red Murray. Red Murray was injured in the first game, but he is back, ready to play. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. 5-3. Goes bottom of the first, no score. Red Ames is ready to go to work. Here is Bobby Byrne. 64 is a 39. That's going to be a strike. 42 is going to be a 22 on the catcher, who is fielding column 1. So he'll be out 2-3. 1 away. Both clubs defensively are fielding column 2. Here's Tommy Leach. 26 is a ground out to the third baseman. Buck Herzog, 5-3. 2 away. And now Fred Clark with Honus Wagner on deck. 51 is an 8. Clark is a left-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher. So that's going to be 8 on 14. That'll be a fly out to the left fielder. We go to the top of the second, no score. Fred Merkle, who hit 309 in 1912, will lead off the top of the second inning. 46 is the roll. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Buck Herzog. 53 is a 20. That will test the second baseman. Dots Miller is fielding column 2. That's an error on Dots Miller. Buck Herzog's at first. C29 Steeler. With the modifiers applied, 11 through 20, C27 will be his rating, so 11 through 53 he'd be safe should he decide to go. And Chief Myers is a batter, and he has decided to go. He will be safe with a stolen base. Buck Herzog is at second in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Chief Myers. 61 is a 24. That will be a pop-up to the shortstop. Caught by Honus Wagner, 2 away. Art Fletcher will be walked intentionally to pitch to the pitcher, Red Ames. .24 is the roll. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Honus Wagner leads off for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 52 is ground out to the third baseman, 5-3. Herzog to Merkle. Dots Miller. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column roll. 64. That will be a double for Dots Miller. There's an M in the square, but Red Ames, which would turn it into a home run. If Red Ames had an M on the card, he does not. So a double for Dots Miller. Scoring position with 1 out. Bill Epstein's a batter. 55 is the roll. That's going to be an 8. Right against right, so -3, 8 against 17. That is 26. Ground out to second base. Runner goes to third. 4-3, 2 outs. Chief Wilson. .56 is a pop out to the first baseman, Fred Merkle. For the top of the third, no score. Top of the Giants order, and Josh DeVore. 65 is going to be a foul out to the catcher, Moon Gibson. Larry Doyle. 46 is going to be a walk. B24 Steeler will be B22. 11 through 44 to be safe. That's not real good odds, but Snodgrass, the hitter. 41 is going to be I think a double play. 24 is a 6-4-3 double play. Bottom of the third, no score. The tail end of the Pittsburgh order, George Gibson, the pitcher, and then to the top. 24, swing and a miss, strike 3 for George Gibson. That's the first strikeout for Red Ames. Nick Maddox, the pitcher. 1-5 is a 11. He's a right-hand batter against a right-hand pitcher. So -3 plus this would be 17. Single. So Nick Maddox is on. 1 away. A 16 steal rating, not too good. That's going to be Bobby Byrne, the top of the order. 44 is an 8 on 17. Play results 34 with a Y. That's going to be a strikeout for Bobby Byrne. 2 down. And Tommy Leach. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. It's got a Y modifier, so a strikeout. So Red Ames strikes out the side around the signal wheel, the top of the 4th, no score. Red Murray leads off for the Giants. 54 is a fly ball to the right fielder, Owen Wilson, 1 away. Giants led off the game with a base hit, but they've not gotten a hit since then. Fred Merkle. 1-2 is a ground out to the second baseman, Dots Miller. Here's Buck Herzog. .31 is a 9. That's going to be a... Herzog is right-handed batter, so 9 on... minus 2 plus 16, 18. They ground out to shortstop. The bottom of the 4th, no. Red Ames completes his warm-up tosses. New York pitching in this tournament has been outstanding. They've only allowed 4 earned runs, and this is their 4th inning. Fred Clark leads off for Pittsburgh. 1-5, that's going to be a base hit for Fred Clark. That's the 3rd hit for the Pirates in the game. Hannes Wagner is the batter. Clark will not take off. He stays at first. Here's the pitch to Wagner, 23. So 26 is going to be a fielder's choice ground out to the second baseman, Larry Doyle. So Doyle goes the short way, 4-6 to retire Clark. Hannes Wagner's at first. Wagner is a C27 base stealer. Red Ames move the first is 0, and Chief Myers is -3. So it'd be C24. That's 11 through 46 for Hannes Wagner to steal successfully. He's going to give it a try, and he is going to be safe, 22. And the throw will get beyond the second baseman and go into center field, so Wagner will advance all the way to third base on the air on Chief Myers. That brings back Dots Miller, and New York will play the infield in. There's the pitch to Miller. 22 is a 7, and that is a base hit for Dots Miller, scoring the first run of the ball game, driving in Hannes Wagner. 1-0 Pittsburgh. He's an E29 stealer, and on the E, he has to wait till there's 2 outs to make an attempt. Okay, Bill Epstein, the batter. 1 down. 22, that's going to be another 7. And he is a right-handed batter, so -3 to 17. Base hit, and the runner goes to third. 4 consecutive hits for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they're mounting a major threat. Owen Wilson will be the batter. He's 2 for 7 in the tournament. The Giants are going to play the infield back and try to get the double play. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 21 is a 30. That's a fly ball to left field. Have to roll and see how deep it is. 50, not very deep. He will tag up, and his chances to be safe with all the modifications, 11 through 53, he'll be safe. And he is safe on the sacrifice fly. RBI for Wilson, and it is now Pittsburgh 2, New York 0. George Gibson's the batter. 41's the roll. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. That's the end of the inning, but the Pirates score 2 on 4 hits and take a 2-0 lead. Chief Myers will lead off for the Giants. He is college educated at the Ivy League at Dartmouth. Here's the pitch to Myers. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Fred Clark, 1 away. Art Fletcher. 63 is a roll. That's going to be a fly ball to center field, Tommy Leach. 2 quick outs, and the pitcher, Red Ames. 53 is a 21. That will test first baseman Epstein, who is a fielding column 2, and that's going to be an error on Bill Epstein. Puts the pitcher on first, average speed. Top of the order, and Josh DeVore. Forgot to change the scoreboard. I do that sometimes. Top of the 5th inning. It is 32. Is ground out to the second baseman, 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Pittsburgh. Pitcher Nick Maddox will lead off for the Pirates. 63 is a roll. That's going to be a fly ball to the right fielder, Josh DeVore, 1 away. Bobby Burney, the top of the order, is 0 for 2. 65 is going to be a pop out to the catcher, Chief Myers, 2 down. And now Tommy Leach. 25 is a 10. He is a right-handed hitter, -2 on be 10 on 16. That is a 33 play result. That's going to be a strikeout. We go to the top of the 6th. Pittsburgh 2 and the New York Giants 0 in this elimination game. Laughing Larry Doyle will lead off for the Giants. He is the National League's batting leader in 1915 with a .320 average. He is 0 for 1 in this game. 35 is a 9. Right-handed batter, -1. 9 on 17. That's going to be a single for Larry Doyle. B24 Steeler, Fred Snodgrass. Okay, the Giants will start the runner. Here's the pitch to Snodgrass. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a ground out to second base, 4-3. But since they started the runner, Doyle will be safe at second base. Red Murray. .64 is a strikeout. Fred Merkel's the batter. 34 is a fly ball to center field caught by Tommy Leach. That's the end of the top of the 6th. Still 2-0 Pittsburgh. Fred Clark from Bridges of Madison County, Iowa will lead off for the Pirates. 56 is a 34. That's going to be a pop-out Y modifier. That's a strikeout. That's the 5th strikeout for Red Ames. He'll face Hannes Wagner. 42 is a 9 against a 16. Base hit for Hannes Wagner. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And 3 for 8 on the tournament. The batter is going to be Dots Miller. Wagner is a C27 in the theft category. Here's the pitch to Miller, and there goes Wagner. He will be safe at second with a stolen base. That is his second stolen base. And his first one in the 4th inning ignited the Pirates' rally. Dots Miller, 1-4 is a 30. That's going to be a shallow fly out to left field. Caught by Red Murray. Wagner will not be able to advance. 2 down. Bill Epstein, the first baseman. 45 is a Base on balls. First and second to Owen Wilson. Okay, that's a serious leaner. We're going to rethrow that. 53 is a 17. That's going to test the... nope. That's going to be a hit by pitch unless he has a 0. HB 0. He does not. So Owen Wilson will take his base. Causing the bases to be loaded. Wagner's on third, Epstein on second, Wilson at first, and here's the catcher, George Moon. Gibson, 265 hitter in 1909. 2 outs, of course, the infield's playing back. Pitch to Gibson. 63 is a fly ball to Fred Snodgrass in center field. Makes the catch. We go to the top of the 7th. Score is Pittsburgh 2, New York nothing. Pirates had a great chance to extend their lead with the bases loaded, but Red Ames held the line, and here is Buck Herzog to lead off the top of the 7th inning. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop, 1 away. It is said when Honus Wagner made plays at shortstop, sometimes you see a pull up, see his large hands pull up the dirt and the grass with the ball. Here's Myers, 63 is a fly ball to center field. That is caught by Tommy Leach.
Take me
2 away.
To the ball
Pittsburgh in this game has, or New York in this game has only 2 hits. There's the shortstop, Art Fletcher, longtime New York Yankee coach after his playing days. 23 is a 33 that's going to be a pop up to the second baseman. 3 outs, bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Pittsburgh.
It's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old park game.
Nick Maddox, who's pitching like Hall of Famer Greg Maddox, will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Pirates. 21 is a strikeout. Bobby Byrne, Pirate third baseman. 45 is going to be a walk. And it's the first time Bobby Byrne has been on base. D27 steals. The D part, and the rules don't allow him to steal Tommy Leach. 31 is a 9. That's going to be a right hand on right, so it's -2. 9 on 16. I think that's going to be a hit. And that is a hit with a runner going to second base. Home rules in 7th inning. The starting pitcher fatigues after 2 bad things happen. So we would lose, Ames will go down 5 levels, which is a grade level, which will make him a 9 rated pitcher. Fred Clark. Ames is due to lead off the 8th inning, so they might try to see if he can get through this. Here's the pitch to Clark. 44, that's a 7. Against a now 9. One runner is going to base hit. One runner is going to score. The other one's going to go to third. So Burns scores. Leach goes to third on the RBI signal, and it's 3-0 Pittsburgh. Timeout. The Giants will bring in a new pitcher. That is Al Damari. He will be a grade 11. XY modifiers on strikeouts and Z on control. And he will have to face Honus Widener. He'll get a right-on-right bump up, making a grade 16 for this batter. 45 is going to be a 14. That's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count to Wagner, who's 2 for 3 in the game. 46 is a 12. That is a 3-6-3 double play. We go to the top of the 8th. Pittsburgh now 3. New York, nothing. The Giants will lead off with a pitch hitter for their pitcher. His name is Harry Moose McCormick. Here's the pitch from Nick Maddox. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Josh DeVore. DeVore is 1 for 3 in today's game. 3-2 is a roll. 26 is going to be a ground out to second base. Larry Doyle. 1-3 is a roll. That's going to be a base on balls. He is beyond his point of weakness inning. One more bad thing, and Maddox will drop a letter grade. That's home rules. Okay, Fred Snodgrass. 1-1 roll. That's going to be a 6. That is a 2-base hit, and the run will score. The Giants are on the board. It's 3-1 now. Pittsburgh by 2. And that will lead to a pitching change for the Pirates. Chick Brandon will be brought in. He will be a grade 11, but righty-righty with Murray will make him a 16 for the first batter. There's 2 outs, runner in scoring position, tying runs at the plate. Red Murray. Here's the pitch from Brandon. 65 is going to be a pop-up to third base. That closes out the 8th inning, but the Giants get on the board, 3-1 New York. For the bottom of the 8th, Hooks Wiltz comes on to pitch for New York. He is a grade 10 YZ modifiers. Dots Miller will lead off for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Miller. 62 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Josh DeVore, 1 down. Bill Epstein. 53 is a 20. That's going to test, let's see, second base. Larry Doyle is a 7. That's fielding column 2, and that's going to be an error on Doyle. Puts Bill Epstein at first with 1 out. Owen Wilson. 45 is going to be a 2 balls and no strike count. Oh, no, wait a minute. 45 is a 40. I'll go back. That is going to have a result. Ground out to first base. Runner's out at second. 3-6. Fielder's choice. So now Wilson is the runner at first. C25 stealing. George Gibson. 1-2 is going to be a ground out to second base, 4-3. We go to the top of the 9th. The score is Pittsburgh 3, New York 1. Okay, last chance for the 1912 Giants to stay alive in this Deadball era tournament. They will have Fred Merkle, Buck Herzog, and Chief Myers. Here's the pitch to Fred Merkle. 1-3 is a walk. Guarantees they'll get the tie and run to the plate. Maddox is a grade B pitcher. He has fatigue. Buck Herzog. 1-2 is a Miller to Wagner to Epstein double play. Twin killing in the 9th. 2 outs. Chief Myers, their last hope. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That is Owen Wilson. He makes the catch, and that is the ball game. The final score, Pittsburgh Pirates 3 and the 1912 New York Giants eliminated at 1. Okay, back with the wrap-up. The 1912 Giants were eliminated. They scored 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. The Pittsburgh Pirates scored 3 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher was Nick Maddox, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Brandon got the save with 1 inning, 1 hit. Red Ames was a loser, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. The star of the game was, well, probably 2 stars of the game, Nick Maddox and Honus Wagner. First of all, Nick Maddox. Maddox was a young pitcher in 1909. He was 23 years old. And in his rookie season, he debuted with a shutout. And then the next game, the next week, he pitched a no-hitter. And he won his first 4 contests. And that hasn't been done by a Pittsburgh Pirate all the way up until Garrett Cole in 2013. And then Honus Wagner, he was, 2 for 4 in the game, had 2 stolen bases, and he scored a run. And Honus Wagner is taking over this tournament. Yeah, Wagner is 4 for 8, batting .500 in the tournament, and 7 for 11 on base percentage because he's got 3 walks. So that's about .630 on base percentage. So the Pirates move forward, and they will play the winner of the game tomorrow. That's going to be the 17 White Sox at the 06 Cubs. And the Giants are eliminated. So thanks for joining us today. This is Apba saying good night and God bless.